With the 54th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers selected Taelon Peter out of Liberty University, a guy who wasn't supposed to be drafted, a guy who was on very few top 100 boards, if any. No one knew who Taelon Peter was, and yet the Indiana Pacers take a flyer on him in the second round. And why exactly was he drafted there? Well, we're going to take a look at the tape today, and I'm going to show you exactly why Taelon Peter deserved to be drafted, even though he was among a bunch of other fifth-year prospects in this range of who could have ended up being selected at the tail end of the second round. And I just think that Taelon Peter showed a lot of things that maybe some of the higher end, high major prospects didn't quite bring to the table. And that's why he ended up getting drafted with the 54th pick. And yeah, we're going to take a look at the tape today and show you exactly why the Indiana Pacers thought that this man was worth taking in the second round, despite no one really even expecting him to get drafted at all. And it just shows a confidence in their scouting and what there is to see on the tape. I mean, Taelon Peter, he did do some things extremely well, even though he was the sixth man at Liberty University, a guy who played 4 years at Division II Arkansas Tech before transferring to Liberty for his fifth year this previous season. Taelon Peter came in, was the sixth man of this team. I think he was first or second in this team in points per game, but what he did do is lead the NCAA in true shooting percentage among all guards and forwards, and he did it by knocking down his threes. He shot 46% from three, and he was just fantastic as a shooter. He's really great in catch and shoot situations. He's in that 99th, 100th percentile, and he does a lot of things well. I like in this play, he's just running off of screens. It's kind of like that Jordan Hawkins-esque feel of just like, okay, can this man play off of like a down screen right here, gets catch and shoot and 1-3 in a big game against Kennesaw State, which took a lot of heroics, a little bit of help from Caden Matheny to win that game. I've watched quite a bit of Taelon Peter, and I wasn't exactly the most surprised to see him drafted, as he was a guy I thought was clearly an NBA talent, but I was a little bit surprised to see him actually get selected. I expected to see him somewhere in the NBA, but getting drafted was not something I thought was in the cards for him. But he just does an exceptional job knocking down those catch and shoot threes. And he's also he has that NBA athleticism. We're going to see that a little bit more later, but he's got the run and jump ability. Even though he didn't test in on the combine, he really just pops out as an NBA athlete, and he did in the summer league. He has been in the summer league quite a bit against, those lower to G League guys that are not actually going to make the NBA. He clearly pops as an athlete. Here we're taking a little bit look of his off the dribble type of shots. He shot way more in the catch and shoot than he did off the dribble, but when he did shoot off the dribble, he shot I think something like 52% from three on 13 attempts. Not very many attempts, but he was making them, and I think he has 2 or 3 already in summer league so far. So yeah, I mean, this guy's got the ability to shoot just about any shot. He's not going to be the most skilled on the ball creator, but sometimes he gets to the rack. He finishes at the rack. I believe he's in the 97th percentile of all players in NCAA basketball at finishing at the rack. I mean, he uses his athleticism, his bounce. He's clearly got it. He's an clear NBA talent. So there's a reason why this man popped out when you watch the Liberty Flames, is that he can do it. He can get to the rim. He can shoot the three. And yeah, he's able to attack off the dribble, attack off closeouts, be able to play off of a pretty darn good Liberty team. And yeah, this is not even a Arkansas Tech clip. There'll be some Arkansas Tech clips in this video because I need to look at a few things, but clearly run and jump athlete, he's got it. He has got it. And I mean, it's popped out at Summer League right there, getting the seal, beating every man down the floor. I mean, you're playing Kennesaw State. You got to beat him down the court. Again, in the late game heroics, they're tipping it away, fighting, and just attacking in transition. He did a great job attacking in transition and won. I mean, that's what you have to do if you're an NBA prospect. You got to show out against lower ability talents. You got to get to the rim. You got to be able to finish. And he did it at an extremely high level. Even though he's playing at Liberty in Conference USA, he had the type of efficiency you'd want to see from a guy playing against these lower major talents, or I guess mid-major, I would say, for Conference USA, because Liberty was actually a pretty solid conference. I wouldn't say it was probably top end of the low majors, or maybe even into the mid-major category, because Conference USA was actually pretty good. I like him attacking in these cut situations, reading the screens, just a lot of times just denying the backdoor or denying this down screen, just hitting the backdoor or right there. He does this quite a bit, by the way. He likes backdooring the zoom actions. The zoom actions are just getting run everywhere, and yeah, when you get a zoom action like this, guy just expect him to come up and get the ball. No, he's just going to backdoor the zoom action. And yeah, again, backdoor zoom action, finish at the rim, use your athleticism, use your speed, get to the cup. Defender, weak side defender rotating over, can't do anything. And he's also got quick hands. Just showing an ability to get the ball. I mean, you're playing against lower competition, again, like even Oregon players, these aren't NBA players, but just being able to have quick hands, dominate in stealing the basketball, even if it's not the most translatable skill that I'm just going to say, like, I'm not going to claim he's going to be an amazing like deflections guy once he gets to the NBA right away, but just an ability to show that you're just better than the guys you're playing against by just taking it away from them, just taking advantage of these sloppy situations that these players are giving up to Taelon Peter is just pretty impressive. And he's already showing a bit of it in the NBA Summer League. Again, just consistency. He's shown an ability to translate his abilities from Arkansas Tech to Liberty and now to the Summer League. It just continues to translate. And even though Summer League is by no means the NBA, he is going to have a lot to prove still. Just an ability to, stay in front, get his hands on the ball, take it away from just players who are not playing under control. I mean, they're playing Kennesaw State again. Yeah. Taelon Peter is not the most confident on the ball defender. He does a good job of staying in front, showing his chest. He needs to put on some weight. I think in this clip, he's probably going to get bodied, but he does do a pretty good job of staying in front. He moves his feet pretty well. It's just he gets bodied a lot. He's not there in terms of strength, and he's going to get even more exposed in the NBA. He is still quite a bit from actually being a rotational guy because he needs to put on a lot of weight, as you're going to see in these few clips. Right there, that's pretty good defensive possession to stay in front, and your teammate forces the turnover just because he stayed in front and showed your chest. But right there, gets bodied. It's gonna be a tough finish. It's gonna happen. Taelon Peter facing off against some of these bigger wing players, playing at the 3 a lot of times for the Liberty Flames. It's gonna happen. Gets to a little fade right there, and again, Nathaniel's getting posted, and now Taelon Peter. Oh, he gets caught right there. Yeah, well, sometimes he does get caught. His feet aren't always the most quickest. We're exposing him a little bit in these clips. He's not always there as a defender yet. I think if he was there as a defender, maybe he is more of a known prospect. But just because he wasn't there as a defender and he came off the bench for this Liberty team, gets beat there off a little bit of a hook, but just gets beat. Maybe a foul, maybe just a clean rebound. I'm not sure what that call was. But yeah, again, gets bumped and won this time. Yeah, I mean, he just does a good job of staying in front. He shows his chest. If he gets stronger, he's going to be a solid enough defender, and he has a lot of offensive tools. We've already seen him shoot the 3, attack and transition, attack a little bit off the dribble, and we're going to see a little bit more later in terms of his passing ability because we haven't seen much of that yet. But yeah, sometimes he gets exposed, and right here we're going to take a look at his passing ability. Going back to Arkansas Tech, I just like him as a snappy passer. He's not exactly like this crazy playmaker, but he just throws snappy passes. He does a great job of passing the ball off the dribble, and yeah, as I said, he's not an exceptional read and react type guy. Again, he would not have gotten drafted here if he was, but his ability to just attack off the dribble, make snappy passes, make the right reads, sees the defender coming in, kicks it out to the corner. He is good at what he does. I mean, he's just a solid, just really solid passer, I mean, we're watching him play with Division II players. These guys aren't going to be making the shots, but he's snapping the passes. He's getting it to the shot pockets. He's got all sorts of different like pass angles. Like right there is a little weird one that's a little to the left side of his body. He just snaps these passes regardless of where they're coming from on his body, and it's just impressive to watch. Here at Liberty, I like this shot, this pass to the corner, right hand hook. That's a good shot, even though it doesn't go in. And again, Arkansas Tech. Yeah, little fun passes like this, overhead. Guy doesn't really do anything with it, but just the ability to find these passes, even if they're not they're not making the shots, but they're just really snappy passes right here. He's got 2 defenders on him, toss it, getting it to that pocket where the player can just go up with it. He's just really solid as a passer. I really didn't omit passes either from like these pick and roll and drive situations. These are really just how good of a passer he is. He snaps the passes. I'm seeing them in the summer league too. He's just really solid, and that's what you can really ask for from a 6'4"-ish shooting guard in the NBA. Is you want a guy who can just snap the passes, make the right reads in the pick and roll, even if they're not the most elite reads. They're just able to make the right ones right there, driving to the rim. I mean, he's doing a good job against the summer league talent, clearly showing that, yeah, I mean, he deserves to be there, just attacking the big man. I think that's Ulbrich right there. Just gets cooked by Taelon Peter right there on the cut. He's such a good mover off the ball, being able to read what the defense is giving him. If the defense falls asleep, he is going to take advantage. And again, just defense falls asleep, he's getting to the rim. And he's just exceptional. I mean, he is just a great scorer. He's one of the great scorers in the NCAA, regardless of what type of play type he's running. I like this shot. I like what little play they drew up right here. A little kind of elevator concept. Just they saw the defenders sitting in the paint and they kick it out to Taelon Peter. Both guys screen their own man, and it's a great shot for Taelon Peter. He's going to knock it down. I mean, he's a great 3-point shooter here against the Thunder, attacking Nikola Topic, and just moves his feet, shoulder bump, that Andrew Nembhard shoulder bump, and gets to the rim. And again, just attacking. He does his thing. He gets the bucket. He shoots the 3. He's, we're going to see him steal the ball. We're going to see some solid passes. I mean, this guy does all his things. He continues to do it. He continues to elevate his game regardless of the competition. And that's just a promising sign for a guy to show growth and just ability to play consistently regardless of the competition. I think that's one of the main reasons why you consider taking a guy like Taelon Peter in the second round compared to all the high major talents that ended up being undrafted free agents like Ryan Nembhard or Caleb Love, is that you're seeing this guy produce regardless of what competition he plays against. And I think that's one of the most promising things, and that's why Taelon Peter deserved to be an NBA draft pick. And yeah, he's continuing to produce. He did a great job closing out this game against the Pacers. He was amazing. He was so clutch right here, stealing the ball. Just the clip before was the putback, and he was just everywhere in making this happen for the Pacers against that Cleveland Cavaliers team in the summer league. And here, just attacking in transition, makes the right pass, just sees the defender fading in a little bit. Again, it's not the most perfect pass, but it gets there. It gets over the defender right there, getting on the ground. He's going to get back up, and he's going to get back in this play to make a great pass. He's going to make a great pass right here, kicking it to the corner. Enrique Freeman, the other guy, that other little swing that the Pacers took, and another guy who was just not supposed to get drafted, Enrique Freeman. He's a guy who did go to the combine and actually became a lot more of a draft prospect, but yeah, just, another guy who just shouldn't be here. And that's what one of the most impressive things about Taelon Peter is. He shouldn't be here. Yet here he is. He's got the NBA body. He's got the ball handler. He's attacking off the dribble. He's making the right reads. He's doing everything right. And it's just impressive to see. What a career from Taelon Peter in college. And I'm excited to see what he will do in the NBA. But that about does it for this one. Thank you for watching. I know it's a little bit different. I've been talking mainly about the Suns recently. So yeah, this is a little bit different one for you guys. I'm going to talk about another very big reach of the draft, or quote unquote reach. I don't believe he used a reach in Yang Hansen later in this week. So stay tuned for that. If you aren't already subscribed, maybe scroll down and hit the subscribe button so you can see more content like this. It's going to be a mix between Suns content and other players going forward, other players that I'm interested in seeing. So yeah, stick around for that if you want. And yeah, I'm excited to see what Taelon Peter is going to do throughout the last few games of Summer League that he has, and what he'll do in the NBA in this upcoming season. I think it was a great draft pick by the Pacers, by the way, just really building this like youth movement of players you really hope turn out to be great, like Isaiah Jackson, Tyrese Walker, Enrique Freeman, and now Taelon Peter, where you got all these guys under contract that are just really young and could turn into very solid NBA players. Maybe they're not, other than tyrese, they're not really the most like star player types of draft picks that you're trying to make here. But Taelon Peter, you know, he's got the upside. He could be really solid in the NBA. He's got like a ceiling of being an all-star, maybe even a little bit better, maybe like a pretty good all-star. But you know, he's in that range of where I project him to be like a solid rotational piece that could be a starter in the right situations. That's kind of where I see him, with that highest end, maybe ending up being an all-star. And that is a great draft pick to make. Just finding a guy who shows consistent growth throughout the years, even if he might be on the older side, you want to take a chance of him in an NBA system, and that makes it a great draft pick. So congrats to the Indiana Pacers. I really like this pick, and that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed and you haven't already, hit the like button. Maybe scroll down and hit that button. And if you haven't subscribed, as I mentioned, maybe scroll down and hit that button. If you're still here and you aren't already subscribed, like, hey, maybe do it for me. That would be pretty cool. But that about covers it. Hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.